Well, let's turn to another important story on this date. This is a live look over One World Trade Center in New York City. Today marks the 24th anniversary of the terror attacks on our nation, which ultimately claimed the lives of nearly 3,000 people. Memorials for victims and first responders will be held across the country and right here in Metro Detroit.
And I will have the honor of emceeing the 9/11 National Day of Service right here in Detroit later on this morning. It's all part of a nationwide meal packing effort to fight hunger and food insecurity. And 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall is joining us in Midtown, where hundreds of volunteers will be turning out to turn remembrance into action. Ryan?
Yeah, remembrance into action indeed. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody out there. 9/11 is a painful reminder year in and year out of how America came under attack. This event coming up later on today is going to be an opportunity for volunteers and other people to be able to channel that pain into action in a very, very big way. Now, the nonprofit organization 9/11 Day is hosting this Day of Service event here at the Wayne State University Fieldhouse from 9 to 11 a.m. Hundreds of volunteers will pack over 160,000 meals. 9/11 Day has hosted large-scale service projects like this since 2009, but it's their second year hosting this particular event here in Detroit. This is one of the 24 large-scale volunteer service projects nationwide, with 30 million Americans volunteering annually, making this the largest day of charitable service in U.S. history. 9/11 Day nonprofit organization president and co-founder David Payne, well, he shared his personal story on why this day, 9/11, is so important for him.
I watched the horror of the 9/11 tragedy unfold over the next, few hours. And, soon thereafter, I joined with a very good friend of mine, Jay Winnick, who lost his brother Glenn in the collapse of the World Trade Center South Tower. And we decided that we would try to take the day back, that we'd turn it into something positive so that future generations wouldn't only learn about the horror of 9/11, but they'd also learn about the extraordinary goodness and the unity that came out of it in the immediate aftermath of the attacks.
And it'll certainly be an outstanding event here later on this morning. We're here live at the Wayne State University Fieldhouse in Midtown Detroit. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit this morning.
Yeah, roughly 500 people are going to be packing that site here in just a few hours. Ryan, thank you for that live update. Now, there are many more events happening across Metro Detroit today to remember the 9/11 tragedy.
Yeah, I've been going through the schedule, and here are a few of the events. At 9 this morning, the city of Rochester Hills is hosting its September 11th Remembrance Ceremony at the Rochester Hills Fire Department headquarters. And then at 2 this afternoon, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office will hold its annual Michigan Fallen Heroes 9/11 ceremony. That's being held at the Michigan Fallen Heroes Memorial in Pontiac. The names of 4 fallen heroes will be newly etched on